Hey, this is Therese with One Mother, One Daughter. You see my messy desk? I'm going to try to move some of the stuff out the way. It is 2:22. Yep, 2:22. What is today? Thursday morning. So I'm just like kind of moving my stuff out. I'm not cleaning it. Yes, it's messy. I don't even know if I'm going to post this video. I'm kind of doing this video for myself. Because those of you who know me know that I'm from New York, and we had the storm, and I had made like some little things, which I did some videos for Halloween, and I didn't like really give them out because the schools, most of the things that I was giving out was for my daughter's friends, and the schools were closed, so I didn't get a chance to really give them. But I was like, I had like all of this candy stuck with all this candy, and since I don't allow my daughter to eat candy a lot, I really needed to give some of the things out like this that I made. So like I filled it with some candy, and she's going to give it to her friends tomorrow, which is a little late, but kids always like candy. But the reason I'm doing this video is because I had seen, I believe it's Liveloveandscrap do a Tussie Mussie. And I really dug that. I mean, I dug that. That's so old. I really liked, and I really like that. And usually, I mean, I like people things, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to try this. But most of the things that I do, I come up with it on my own. It's my own design. But I really wanted to try this Tussie Mussie. So, I made this Tussie Mussie after I started it, and it was looking so nice. I was like, I'm going to give it to this lady. Her name is Miss Jasmine. And she walks my daughter to the bus and makes sure that she's safe. And I really appreciate that. My daughter is my everything. So I'm going to show you what. This is my Tussie Mussie. Let me just use my remote and move back a little. I don't know why my... Okay, that's weird. Let's see. Excuse me, I have to do it manually. I don't know why it won't go back. That is the weirdest thing. Okay. Well, I hope you can see this well. Okay, my inspiration, like I said, was from Liveloveandscrap. And she had... Well... I mean, I guess you gotta look at it. It's a Halloween Tussie Mussie, and she had like a skeleton, and she had like these skeleton hands coming out, but I didn't have that, so I made my Tussie Mussie out of this Halloween paper that I got from Peachy Cheap, not Peachy Cheap, Scrapbook Steals, like last year, and I had it, and I didn't use the paper because I don't make cards, and I used this, and I made it into the cone, which was like one of the hardest things that I ever tried to do. I mean, I'm not going to say ever tried to do, but it became really hard for me because I couldn't get the box of the top of the box shaped right, but I did it anyway, and it came out really nice after a couple of tries and a couple of different papers. But anyway, so I had got this trim from the fabric store, and I put that around there. And I got the skeleton. I got the skeleton from a print on the internet. You know, I printed out on white, and I colored it all in using, like, I put a mask, and then I colored it to try to match this box. I used a lot of Tim Holtz distressing inks to get this look, to try to look like this. And this frame is from one of my favorite cartridges right now, which is Elegant Edges. And I ran it through my Cuttlebug with the skeleton scroll. You can kind of see that up at the top. And then I put embossing powder on it. And I mean, then I put the embossing ink, and then I embossed it. And it really looks like I used two different color inks. Can you see that? But I really didn't. There's a plastic behind this, and I sandwiched some of the trim that I used in between. these roses I made. They are, don't you think? Look at that. That, I don't know if you can really see that. My other stuff is coming out, but can you? Okay, that one is a better view. I made these roses. I think they came up so nice from my other cartridge. That's my favorite right now, which is not elegant edges. What is my other one? The Flower Shop. So I made these roses, and I used a little rhinestone in the middle of that, and I put some green leaves, which I didn't really like the green leaves. I distressed them a lot and wrinkled them and all that stuff. Afterwards, I looked at it. I said I could have really did without them, but they're on it now. So next time, I probably won't do that. So I had these pearls that's on a strand, which I don't know where I got them from, but I colored them with the black stays on, and I ran those all around the whole entire trim. I used some eyelets from the fabric store, and I made the eyelets so it can hold the string. And oh, this is cheesecloth because on Live, Love, and Scrap, she used cheesecloth, but not over the whole thing, kind of like half. But after, this is kind of like a velvet spiders. After I did the box, I kind of didn't like that it was so spidery. So I dyed my cheesecloth black. You can still see it's kind of grungy. See, it's kind of gray or whatever. And I put it over the whole box. I mean the whole cone. So that the spiders wouldn't look so stark. I don't know, like this. I mean, I thought that was like too much for the look I was like trying to go with. Then I have this ribbon that I had in my drawer. I don't know where it's from. And I wrapped it around and I made a bow and I glued it. But I kind of left this. Can you see, like at the end it looks kind of raggedy? I mean, because it's Halloween, I didn't want it to be perfect. So I kind of left that. My seam for this is right in the middle. And I didn't really like that, so I covered it up. I didn't really like to see the seam like that, but it worked out fine because I used this to cover it up. The back, I actually did, she said she has like a tutorial where you do like use the Martha Stewart board, and you do 4 inches, and then you cut that. So I actually, can you see that? I actually did that technique, so my part is not sticking up. It's kind of rounded the same shape all the way around. So then I used the same paper, and I made these boxes. I showed the tutorial on how to make these boxes the same size. So I used that, and I made these boxes, and I filled them up with candy, which I thought she would really use because, first of all, it's like it's not really Halloween because Halloween is over, but you know, you're working with kids, you need a lot of energy. So I just put candy inside of them. See my Hershey's Kisses. And I used some other paper just to wrap like some Milky Ways. So it's another little box with some candies inside. So let me show you the inside. You can see my seam is right there. Can you see that? I'll hold it like that. Okay, well, that's my seam right there. And I covered it with this. Like I said, I used 2 eyelets, which isn't like craft eyelets. They're like sewing eyelets. Can you see that? Because I didn't have any big ones. And I just used the string and tied it. But what I should have done, because this is my very first Tussie Mussie. What I should have done was put the eyelets and then tie the string, then put the trim around. But I didn't do that. So next Halloween when I make another one, I will do that. But like I said, I'm actually giving this to her tomorrow. What is it? It's close to Thanksgiving. What is tomorrow's date? I think it's the 15th. It's like the Am I where? Tomorrow's date. Let's see what's tomorrow. Yeah, it's the 15th. And I'm giving it to her then. Oh, I did put another rose on the back just to hide the little point right there. But I did make this for her, and I thought it turned out really nice. And instead of me not giving it to her since the date passed, I figured I would give it to her anyway. I hope she likes it. I mean, I was kind of afraid to do the skeleton because a lot of people are not into Halloween, and you know, they go to church and they don't really do that. But what I figured is I would tell her that she could always, because I put some acrylic plastic on here, so she could always like put a picture right there if she doesn't really like that. I mean, it is kind of scary, but I wanted it to have the Halloween feel. And I was going to put a spider here, but I didn't really, you know, to go with the box, I didn't really find a spider that I liked. And like the ones on like Create a Critter, and they're kind of fun, and I didn't really want that kind of whimsical feel. I wanted it to feel more grown up. So this is my Tussie Mussie, and I think I did really good for a first time. What do you think, Live, Love, and Scrap? Because I got this idea from you, which you said you're not the first person to do it, but after looking at your video, I did find your video out of all other videos that I looked, because I looked at some more videos to see about the Tussie Mussie once I seen yours, and yours was really easy to follow. So that's what I did, and I actually wasn't going to include a card because it's Halloween, and I don't really, like I said, I don't do Halloween cards. So this is more of a like thank you card, which I did after I did this Tussie Mussie. So this is what I came up with, and as you can see, I actually used some of those to wrap the bar, some of the paper. So this is what I came up with. I came up with this because I had actually, I wanted to do the same thing on the front, but I didn't use a skeleton because, like I said, I just made this. Oh, I really don't like that part right there. I got glue on that. But I made it after I made this because I wanted her to know how much I appreciate what she's doing for me and how she looks out for my daughter and stands there with her when she's getting ready to get on the bus. And I really appreciate that. So I made this card to reflect and go with the front. So I made the same thing that I did on the front of the box for the skeleton, except I didn't use a skeleton. I put her name, and I didn't use what do you call it? I didn't use any hot glue to stick it down like I did with everything else, so that she could always pull this off and just like keep her name and keep this little thing. So what I did was I used the black letter. I cut it on my gypsy. I can't remember what size it is, but if anyone is interested in the sizes for everything I use, just PM me or leave me a comment, and I'll tell you the sizes of everything that I use. But I wanted to reflect and look like the front of the card. And it's funny because this card I really wanted to do, but after I did my little goodie box, right, because it's only like two sheets of the same design comes with this little, it wasn't a paper pack, it was just like a few papers. You know how they give you those little kits and stuff? But after, which I shouldn't have done, wasn't thinking, after I cut these shapes from the my paper, because this is one paper, two paper, I didn't have any more paper, and I'm like, I really want her to, you know that I made this and that I want it to look uniform. So what I actually did was, you know how you have like those big pieces missing from your after you cut it out, you have like little pieces, little strips. So I actually cut 2 strips down, and I backed it with the black to kind of give it its own contrast. And I think it really came out really, really nice. All I did was use 2 strips and put it on top of this paper with the black, and I did my 2 roses. I did the same thing on this frame. It's the same frame, it's just smaller, and I embossed that also, and Cuttlebug embossed it, and heat embossed it. And I did the same roses. I glittered them, And there's a really, since this is black, you really can't see it, but it's a really teeny tiny bow. Can you see that teeny tiny bow? It's a reflector bow that I have on here. Can you see that? Let me just turn it like that. Oh. You see the bow there, which is bigger? It's a reflector bow that I made on here. So, and I have this paper for me to write when I'm going to write. That's the other side of here. I'm just going to put that this way because I don't have this color paper. And I'm going to write my sentiment in there. And this goes inside with the candy. So, I don't know. I hope she likes it. I hope she thinks it's cute. I hope she don't think that this is too scary. I just wanted to show my appreciation that I think about her, and I'm glad she's helping me out with my daughter. You know, put her on the bus and stuff like that. Anyway, please leave comments, subscribe, let me know how you like this. For my first time doing a Tussie Mussie, a Tessie Messy, a Tussie Mussie, whatever it is, this cone shaped goodie thing. And let me know if you like it. I think it came out cute. Didn't I do a cute job for a first time? Okay, that's it. I rambled on long enough. Again, this is Therese with one mother and one daughter. And thanks for watching. Subscribe and please comment. Bye.